Hey, hey, how's it going? If you're new here, my name is Jan and I love makeup. And if you're not new, thanks for coming back. I really appreciate you. Today's video is one I have been wanting to do. Holy moly. When Deandra announced she had new launches coming, I was so ready. And I ordered all the new things, a couple older things, and I'm going to show you how I got this look, what I used, what I think of everything, like initially just using everything one time. Hopefully you're into that. If you are, feel free to hit the thumbs up button if you want to. Hit the thumbs down if you don't want to. That's totally fine too. Leave a comment. Let me know if you liked the video, if you picked up anything from Divina Cosmetics, if you were on the fence but now think maybe you will or maybe you won't. I just really like chatting with you in the comment section. So looking forward to that. Hopefully you get some helpful information out of this video. All right, I should stop yammering and let's just get to it. All right, so let's just dig in. I ordered everything. I may have mentioned this in the intro, but I haven't done that part yet, so I don't know. So let's start with the eye primers that I ordered. They just released two new ones. There is a shimmer primer, which is called Specular Sparkle and Shimmer Base. It comes in this really cute tube. And then there is the Prelusion Eye Base Primer. Love the tubes. And that's what the inside looks like, a little tubey thing. And Deandra has a YouTube channel. I think it might be Divina. I'll link it below. So I watch all of her lives, but I have to watch them the next morning because she's on the West Coast and I'm on the East Coast, and I go to bed way early. So they both come in these cute little boxes. Very, very nice. So those are the two new bits. And then I also ordered the 10-piece eye brush set. I watched her video, of course, I'm gonna keep saying that, and I was like, oh, those look so good. Very small, which I like. I like small brushes. My favorite brushes are the Rephr 13, Mini, Max, regular, the 14, the O2, I think. Yeah, the O2. Like, I like the really small brushes. Some of these are smaller than even those brushes. Like these three specifically. We have the O2, the O3, and the O1. Please don't fall off my desk. These three are teeny tiny, like super duper teeny tiny. So compared to those, these ones are enormous, but the biggest one looks to be this one as far as like flat brushes go. And this is the D108 maybe. There's a smudge on mine. But let me show you this compared to, okay, I'm back and I have my shiitake mushrooms together. So the closest I could find of my Rephr brushes to this one is the O1. That's the O1 next to it. It's still smaller than the O1. The O1 isn't big at all. That's a really nice, like, packing but blending the edges kind of a brush. And then we have the O3, not the O2. And the 103 is almost the same size as the O3 from Rephr. Like wow. So super similar, but these are not natural hair bristles. These are synthetic. So, and then we have the Rephr 23 with the 101, right? Yes, from Davina. The 101 is even smaller than the 23. So this is very, very cool. Now, if they don't hurt my eyes, I will be so excited. I really like Deandra. She seems like a super nice human. I watch her videos. We actually met and chatted because I had posted a look and she copy kittied it. And I was just like, I was blown away. First time I ever imagined. I mean, I'd never imagined anyone would ever want to do something that I did. But she DM'd me on Instagram and was like, you know, I liked your look so much I wanted to try it. And I was like, oh my gosh, I've been wanting to copy kitty one of your looks. And I, of course, asked her and she said yes. And then a few months later, the Copy Kitty series was born. But these brushes feel very soft. And if they're not amazing, I'm not going to crap all over them and be awful about it. But I will be honest, with the Singe Beauty brushes, if you've been here for a couple whiles, you'll know that I'm a pretty big fan of Angelica. And I, of course, have bought all of her collabs. I purchased the brush set when she launched it. And I wanted to love them and I wanted to support, but I really only like the 04 and the 01 from the Singe Beauty brushes. I do not like the other three. They just are stabby and not what I prefer. So I won't be mean about it if they're not good, but I will be honest. All right, and the last piece is the Fantasia 9-piece eyeshadow palette. These came all individually wrapped in their own little envelopes, and I took them out and put them into the palette in order that they're listed on the website because the names are on the back, but nowhere else on the palette, and I wouldn't remember. So I figured this way I could easily look and then I would know what they are. So I'm thinking that we'll be able to use a few of the brushes today for a look. And then while I was on there for the sale, I picked up another little one of these, they're 6-pan eyeshadow palettes, but I bought a bronzer and a highlight from Davina, which I had never tried before. So I bought this to put them in here, and I'm regretting that now. I should have bought two because I hate mixing and matching, but I will get another one. So I'm obviously wearing a little bit of a little bit of blush. I'm wearing contour and a little bit of bronzer because I completely forgot that I got these. So let's do a little bronzer and the highlight, and then we'll move on to the eyeshadows. I'm gonna use my little Profusion brush. I wish I could speak to somebody at Profusion about these brushes. Ooh, hey, that's real cute. All right. That's a really, really nice color for me. And in the summer, if I go a little more heavy-handed, it'll work then as well. Let's just do a little on my forehead, just because we can. Yay, I like that. That's exciting. Now we'll go with a little bit of the highlight. I've never tried one of these before, so we're doing this together. Ooh, that's really pretty. It was hard for me to see what the shades were online, but that's pretty. I like an in-your-face highlight. I don't want a lit from within when I'm thinking about highlight. I want it to, what does Nikki say? Blind you? I want it to blind you. So I think I'm gonna like that. So I was thinking I could swatch the eyeshadows on the back of my hand, show you what they look like swatched on me, and then we'll do an eye look. I think this could be fun. Hopefully you're up for that. All right, here are the first 5 shades. This first one is Cassius. And then we have Storm Rider. And then we have Lucius. And then we have Fire Gaze. And then we have Starborn. I don't know how well you can see these, but they are really pretty. And again, swatches only tell us what it looks like on our exact skin tone. That was the wrong hand to swatch on. Okay. Puppers attacked me earlier. She didn't mean to hurt me, but she definitely did a little bit. Okay, here we have Ember Rain. And then Estrella. Frostbane. And the last one is Magnus. Magnus. I would recommend going and checking Davina's videos because, you know, these are her pride and joy. And she makes these like herself with her own hands. She does everything with her products. She wanted to learn how to make makeup, and these are her formula, her eyeshadows, her colors. She does it all. It's amazing. I couldn't even begin to imagine how to do any of this, and she's got like this whole successful business. It's crazy to me. All right, I'm going to prime my lids with the Prelusion eye primer, and then we use the shimmer. I'll use the shimmer primer. I have had pretty bad luck with primers. The only ones I've found that I like and that work have been the Milani Eye Base for like my lid up into my crease, and then I can use pretty much anything under my brow. But because my eyes are so hooded, eyeshadows just crease and bald and end up looking real bad on me. But I do want to try this because if you don't know Deandra, she and I have very similar eyes. I refer to mine as kind of chubby and hooded, and she did too. And I was like, okay, she definitely knows what I mean because her eyes are the same shape. I believe she's less than a year older than me, I think. We're very close in age. And have similar, you know, skin types and the same, we are eyelid twins. That looks nice, it feels nice, it blended out nice. This is the brush I always use for my eye primer, so wouldn't that be amazing if I found another one that I love? Because, I mean, I like the Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas, used it for a long time, but my eye makeup does crease out here. It's always the mattes on the outer corner of my eye. That's where it creases and gets weird. Not the shimmers, not on the inner portion, just out there. So I think I'm going to try the D109. It's like the biggest round fluffy brush. And I'm gonna use the darkest dark purple shade, Magnus. And I'm gonna put that out here. I usually like to have a shadow shield or something down, but we're playing it fast and loose today. Going for just a little bit more. I'm not feeling any stabby bristles from this brush, and I would. Out here is where my eyelids are the most sensitive. So, yay. All right, now I'm really curious about the D10 smudge, the like flat shader brush. So I'm gonna go into the first light purple shade, and I'm gonna take that through my crease and blend out that dark shade. Because I can turn it lengthwise to do this part, but then I could turn it vertically to blend out this. And this is not feeling stabby at all. Dude. Going back in for just a little bit more. Oop, I'm getting some fallout. I didn't tap off, that was my bad. And this brush is actually blending out that darker shade while I'm applying the lighter one. Okay, it's pretty exciting. All right, let's try another brush. With reckless abandon, we're gonna use the D107, which is kind of the same thing but smaller. I'm gonna go back into the dark Magnus shade and just pat a little bit more on right here. And then with the tip of that, I'm going to run that under my lower lashes. That's cute. Now I think I want to clean this brush off and use it for the shimmers. So I think we're gonna go with this top one. I will learn these names eventually. This one is Storm Rider. Oh, it picks up beautifully on this brush. I'm not gonna spray it. Oh, I forgot to do the shimmer. Okay, I don't think it's too late. I can do it on the rest. Oh my goodness. I'm definitely not used to using a shimmer primer. Okay, got a little bit. I'm just going to bloop that right there. Take the other side of that brush and blend it out. Then I'm gonna go back into Storm Rider and press it on. Okay. I'm feeling pretty good about this. Now I'm gonna go into Frostbane for the inner portion of my eye. Oh, that's so pretty. The thing about these kinds of shades is you can wear them on their own or over a matte or even other shimmer to completely switch up how it looks. Wow, that's very pretty. Okay, let me go off camera to do the other eye. I'll come back and show you the completed look and we can have a chat about my thoughts. Okay, I'm back and this is the finished look. In so you can get an up close at the eyeshadows. I think they're very, very nice. So let me scoot you out and we can chat. We'll start with the primers. Straight out of the gate, I'm not noticing anything I don't like. I mean, it's early. I'm only wearing this for maybe 10 minutes, but nothing's creasing yet, and that is a very good sign. So I will absolutely keep you posted on these, and I will keep using them so I know for sure, because right now I'm using the Milani and the Sigma, and I love them. Like, they're perfect for me. But if I can support an indie brand, that would feel even better. Okay, the bronzer and highlight, really like those. I would very much like to try some more highlighters. You know I like a highlighter. Oh, so much. As for the eyeshadow palette, the shades are beautiful. That inner corner is, hold please, let me get it and actually show you. So I used this one on the inner portion of my lower lash line, and this is my inner corner. That is so pretty. And then this and this, nope, you can't see. And then this purple is on the middle of my lid, and that one is on the inner portion. They're beautiful. This isn't necessarily a one palette and done. For me, I just prefer more depth in the outer corner and, you know, several shades. These are all kind of almost the same depth, which there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, you could easily slap on one matte, one shimmer, and have a beautiful look. But I like to apply several. But if you were doing one matte, one shimmer, this would be amazing. And if I'm ever in a position where I'm like, I just need to throw on something quick and perfect and easy, I would definitely reach for this and feel comfortable knowing I would get a really nice look no matter what two shades I pick, pretty much. As for the brushes, I used 5. I wouldn't necessarily always use this many, mostly because I then have to wash them. I used the 102 for my inner corner. This is lovely. So, so good. I used this small, like, smudgy D106 for the inner portion of my lower lash line. Fantastic. This, the D109 was kind of the round fluffy that I used to apply the dark shade. And then we used the D10 smudge, which I'm pretty sure is an 8, but it's going to be the 10 smudge brush from now on, to do the lighter shade throughout my transition area, and it blended out the darker shade beautifully. And then we have the D107 that I used to apply the shimmer primer and the shimmer shades, and that's fabulous as well. To be perfectly honest with you, almost any shader brush is going to be okay when you're applying shimmers and things like that, because you're not going back and forth. You're not going in circles. You're not, you know, pressing it on from the tip, I guess. So, you know, they're pretty much all going to feel fine. These feel more than fine. They are very, very soft. I am really happy about this. Now, we know I prefer Rephr brushes. That's what I like, what I use. I do have some synthetic brushes that I also really, really like, but none that I'd be like, oh my gosh, you have to have this. I do really like the Blend Bunny brushes. I think those are very nice. I like a couple of the Singe Beauty brushes. You know, so there are some here and there. The BK Beauty, I like the Sydney Grace brushes. They're all ones that I would say, yeah, I don't think that you would be upset to purchase those. But to have these and to know how many options you get and how nice they are is really cool. I don't think this set would work for everybody. If you have a ton of real estate on your eyelid and you just want to get a look done quick, these probably aren't going to be your most reached for. If you do really like detailed work on your eyelids, these would be right up your alley. If you have hooded eyes or smaller eyes, these will be right up your alley. I'm so glad I like them. Like I said, I would have been honest, but I would have felt bad because I do actually like Deandra. Like, I feel bad that I don't talk about all of the Singe Beauty brushes, but the two that I love and talk about all the time. So yeah, I wouldn't mention the brushes if I didn't love them. That way I don't have to be unkind, but I can still be honest, right? So that is everything. I will say that I did get like these little cards with my order for the different things, and one of them kind of tells you Deandra's story, and this one has all of the brushes on there and like their names and kind of what they're for, where you can use them. So that's very cool. Like, if you weren't sure and you need, I remember when I first started really getting into brushes and like paying attention, and I had no idea what I could use for where. I knew nothing. Now I know the size and shape that I like, so it doesn't matter what the brush is. I will use it where I want to use it, but I know now. So I think that's really cool that she took the time and included that detail, because she doesn't assume everyone knows what they're doing, which I think is fantastic. And also, I'm always weird about it. I don't know. I don't want to come across as condescending, but I also don't want to assume you know everything, because what if you don't? You know? Okay, this has gone on way too long. I have rambled and rambled and rambled. I can see Jackson's bus, so that is my signal to get off the camera. It's gonna get real loud in here real fast. So hopefully you like this. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Be good, and remember to be kind to you.